Hello everyone and welcome back to another GTA video. GTA 6 is around the corner and as such I'd like to take the time to carefully rank all of the content updates in GTA 5 Online. Which was the original idea for this video, but then it got really boring to plan and edit, and you know, as they say, if you don't enjoy making a video, then who in their right mind is going to enjoy watching the video? So, in total, there are 46 content updates that were added to the game. But before we get to that, it's finally here! It's the top 5 worst DLCs from GTA Online in Now That's What I Call Shit! Featuring Beach Bomb, with its groundbreaking extra content in the form of a toy pistol and a literal broken bottle, it certainly lives up as the first DLC. Free mode events, because as it turns out, people don't like having their minimap filled with junk, even if it means not having to wait through a long ass loading screen. Holiday gifts, with its seasonal clothing extras and literally nothing more. Capture, who the hell even plays this anymore? Is it even possible to play this anymore? And finally, San Andreas Mercenaries. Cause whoever thought that it was a good idea to remove content from a game under the guise of, because the cars are rarely used, deserves to have their and then that's what I call shit. This video has been sponsored by Grand Roleplay. Now the Grand Roleplay project is a high quality alternative to Grand Theft Auto Online, featuring world-class experiences in roleplay innovation. With a community that is now turning 4 years old, you can start fresh, get a job in numerous branches of the expansive job system, from a simple delivery boy all the way to the head of the FIB, or hell, even the army. You can build an empire, start a business, buy and sell properties, cars, start some illegal trade, you can get involved in underground criminal gangs, evade the cops eventually when it comes around to it, and you can immerse yourself in a world-class roleplay experience. If you want to get started, signing up is completely free and can be done so via the link in the description and the comment section below. And now with that over with, let's go to the top 5 best content updates in GTA Online. Actually, for this part of the video, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. You see, there's not many content updates that really sell themselves on their own, as they kind of work with other content updates to really improve the gameplay experience of the game. A lot of these content updates are very similar to each other too, so we're gonna end up grouping a few of them together, because it makes more sense that way. So what is the top 5 best content updates, or group of content updates for GTA Online? At number 5 we have Los Santos Tuners from 2021. Now while GTA Online did cater a lot for the car enthusiasts out there, this content update brought it to a whole new level. For one, it included a new business and personal garage which was much more flavorful than all the rest in the game. It included an in-game place where you could bring your car, park up, take in the atmosphere, and just have some fun without worrying about receiving a thorough blowjob from some guy wearing a gimp mask. You could go out onto the test track and really just let loose, testing your car to its limits, having fun sliding around and drifting, or take part in the few games that you and your friends could play in. It was great. It added how special works in a later content update, allowing one to make cars and bikes go almost as fast as they do in real life, which I like very much. And for the people out there who wanted to slide around, low grip tyres were added as standard, so now there was no longer a need to pop the rear tyres just so that you could slide around like an idiot. And for number 4 we have the 2020 Cayo Perico. I wasn't really sure whether or not to even include this as part of the good content updates, never mind the top 5, mainly because yeah, I guess it is still one of the best ways to make money in GTA Online, leading to all the memes about El Strickler being incompetent and stuff, but what does it do beyond that? Well, besides adding the best side character who isn't complete cringe, the drivable submarine, and quite a solid collection of vehicles and weapons to the roster. The content update really went out of its way to include content that we wouldn't get bored with within the first 3 hours of it releasing, like all the other content updates before and after, except maybe one that's going to appear later in this list. The inclusion of the new landmass had people speculating before the update was even released, and while it wasn't a permanent addition to the main world like a lot of people had hoped, if you had explored the map deep enough, there was still plenty of secrets, Easter eggs and other little details that were to be found. It was pretty novel. The new vehicles like the go-karts were a much requested addition come true, albeit the karts were based off of ancient designs instead of modern karts that we have today. We got numerous Vietnam War vehicles, including a PBR that was no doubt inspired by Jeremy Clarkson having one in the then recent episode of the Grand Tour, and we got a pretty sweet new helicopter which had radar stealth, which I have personally used to great effect while free mode PvPing in air and air-to-ground combat. Not to mention the Toreador and the Vapid Slam Truck. Here we go, and... oh, wait, what? Okay, let's try again. Alright, here we go, and... okay, maybe not the best example, but it was good. It was good, this content update. Just ignore my initial reaction video from when it first came out. That's kind of out of date now. For number 3, we have the further adventures in finance and felony and import-export. Speaking of good money, my preferred way to make money, albeit in a more casual sense, would be through the selling of warehouse-stored vehicles every so often. Yes, it was annoying dealing with AI gangsters who had ninja laser accuracy, who could pop a tire from 2 miles away, and AI road users who may or may not be possessed to intentionally, unintentionally crash into a sale car, but I like it. The special vehicles that were added might be a bit out of date now, except for the Phantom Wedge, which still has its uses today. I like those, but the main thing that I like in this content update is having your own goddamn building, complete with storage for 60 vehicles in a very fancy non-Euclidean garage, complete with a private car workshop. That's like 20 things in one. How could you say no to that? For the number 2 spot, we have the Gunrunning and Smuggler's Run update from 2017. Very conveniently released in the same year, these 2 content updates released during the height of GTA Online's popularity, and for good reason. They added so much to the game. Private evil layers for producing product complete with a private gun range, storage for the MOC, which itself is like a mobile fortress with all the amenities that it had to offer, evil layer golf carts that were just fun to drive around even though they were completely useless, and then we've got the Smuggler's Run hangar, which for those who bought it gave access to Fort Zancudo, which itself gave its own benefits, being able to store aircraft and customize them and then take part in cell missions in them. And that's just the properties. We had so many good vehicles come out. From Gunrunning, we had the Insurgent Pickup Custom, the APC, the Anti-Aircraft Trailer, most powerful land weapon in the game, fun fact, the Night Shark, as well as a slew of amazing looking civilian cars to drive. Over in Smuggler's Run, we got friggin'... there's just way too much to list here. Look at all this. It just blows my mind. Before these updates, vehicle combat was kinda boring, not gonna lie. We had like the armored Kuruma and the Insurgent. That was pretty much it. Oh yeah, the Rhino tank as well. Now people had a plethora of military vehicles and aircraft to test and compare, strategies for fighting with and against all of these vehicles, so many videos from so many YouTubers. It was a good time. And still is, since we're still using a lot of this content even today. And the granddaddy number 1 spot goes to the content creator, Cunning Stunts and Cunning Stunts Special Vehicle Circuit, and all the others that added extra vehicles to the content creator. Yeah, call me a pleb for putting this in first place, but what else but this? You can create your own goddamn missions, hello! Some of the best aspects of GTA Online, from racing ridiculous roller coaster circuits to playing snipers versus cars, snipers versus parkourists, zombie survival, regular survival, car obstacle courses, the list goes on, all come from the creator. Games like Little Big Planet, Dreams, Garry's Mod, Roblox all strive and thrive on allowing players to create their own games and let their imagination run wild. And while there are a few technical limitations of which the Rockstar creator can be kind of annoying to work with, which I hope will be rectified in GTA 6, you just kind of have to work around the limitations to be able to make a solid game mode. Once you've cracked that, then goddamn, the world's your oyster. And you'll have endless hours of fun and creativity when playing GTA Online, and of course, through the updates, more and more assets from all the other content updates will be added to the game, so by default, on that alone, this has got to be the best content update, so yeah. In any case, let us know in the comments why you think this list is incorrect, and come up with your own content updates tier list down below, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye!